Virtual reality offers many types of experiences. Since I've had my PSVR, I've flown in an X-Wing, piloted mechs, raced cars, been part of the London heist, and walked with dinosaurs. I've even suited up as Batman. I've said many times there is no way to adequately describe VR to someone who hasn't experienced it firsthand. The sensation you feel can only be fully understood by someone who has been inside the virtual world. Virtual reality is the perfect, and I do mean perfect, platform for horror games. Being inside the headset is so effective that even cheap or bad games can still be fun and scary experiences. Don't Knock Twice benefits greatly from being in VR. Though you can play it outside of VR if you choose, I don't think you'll be getting the best possible experience that way. For this review, I want to discuss the story, graphics, sound and immersion, gameplay, and then at the end I'll have some final thoughts. And while playing the game, the narrative is pieced together by reading various items and receiving text messages. In case you're planning on playing this game, I won't spoil the story for you. In short, by knocking twice, you awaken a demonic witch and begin to live this urban legend. When I first started the game, it was intense. I found myself hesitating to move ahead with what I knew I had to do. As my playthrough wore on, I began to realize there wasn't really much happening. Then at the end, for about a minute, there was a bit of action. The majority of your time is going to be spent in tension and dread as you make your way around the house and grounds. I will say that because of the way everything plays out, the game has very little replay value. The graphics in this game leave a lot to be desired, but they are good enough to make the world immersive. And this is mostly due to the amazing sound design. The underlying score and musical cues are spot on. If the sound weren't as good as it is, this game would not be nearly as immersive. There are some jump scares and creepy visuals, but the game relies mostly on sustained tension. If you allow yourself to get lost in it, this will greatly enhance your enjoyment. There are a few different ways to play Don't Knock Twice. In VR with a normal controller, you can play it in VR using the PlayStation Move controllers. You can also disable the VR and just play it like a normal first-person game. My only complaint about the control options is that the only locomotion option in VR is teleporting. I would have enjoyed it more if the game had given me the option to use the first-person shooter controls inside of virtual reality, much like Resident Evil 7. As it stands, the only way to enjoy full range of motion is to play it on the flat screen. The gameplay mostly consists of walking around the house, finding things out as you inch ever closer to the story's climax. It's pretty much a horror walking simulator. While this is one of the most atmospheric games I've played, again, no thanks to the visuals, it has everything to do with the sound design. I feel like Don't Knock Twice can only be experienced once. The second playthrough is not tense, nor is it scary. The game is infinitely more effective when you have no clue what's about to happen. If you can find it on sale, I would suggest it, but just understand it's only going to be good the first time. You may be able to really get your money's worth and get a little bit of replay value out of it if you invite some friends over and then watch them play through it. Have you played Don't Knock Twice? Or does it seem like something you might want to try? Comment below and let me know. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to bringing you more reviews very soon.